Adventure Nigeria with ISA on Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show, showing on this station. Come share your experience. Enjoy the uniqueness, the trees and excitement of Nigeria on Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show with ISA. Be our guest every month at the National Center for Women Development, Abuja. For advert, sponsorship and participation, call 0806 308 3046, 0803 871 6481. Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show is supported by Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show. Seeing is believing. Here with me is the Director General for Bayelsa State Tourism Investment Agency. It's the agency that oversees tourism, that regulates the tourism industry in this state. So, Ma, what are the prospects of tourism growth in Bayelsa State?
I think we have very good prospects for tourism growth in Bayelsa State. Earlier on, we heard stories where people described cities that started with nothing, that today are great tourist destinations. The good thing about Bayelsa is that we have actually something to start with. We have a beautiful culture to sell. We have beautiful, what I will refer to as heritage sites to sell. You have graveyards of white men who died in the Akasa raid about 100 years ago. And what that means is they probably have grandchildren, great-grandchildren, who would love to trace their heritage, walk the footsteps where their fathers walked. You have slave tunnels, people who walked, who would like to come back, retrace the steps of their grandfathers and all of that. So Bayelsa actually starts with a great prospect, tourism-wise. Now we have a government in place that is aggressively developing and hoping to actually create a Dubai in Africa. What that means is you would end up with a hotel resorts, beautiful hotel resorts. You will end up with beautiful beaches, which we have naturally. We don't have to make the beaches, we already have them. We have beautiful lakes. So I think that it's a destination that has a lot of prospects, a lot of natural beauty.
So where do you see Bayelsa State in the next 4 years?
In the next 4 years, I believe that Bayelsa State will now become a place that internationally we would have a large percentage, probably like 20%, 30% of people wanted to choose Bayelsa as a destination. Because fortunately, we're at a time now where tourists all around the world are redirecting to Africa. So I think Bayelsa tapping into that is the best thing that could have happened to us at this point in time.
So looking at the segments of tourism in terms of cultural tourism, hospitality in terms of hotels, lifestyle, your ecosystem, there's a wildlife, I can name a lot of them. Which of these products do you think investors can take advantage of? And do you think it does have a strong, unique selling point for Bayelsa?
I think our cultural heritage has a strong selling point. Our heritage, it appeals to different crowds. So it's actually difficult to say, I would like to concentrate on this. The cultural tourism already exists. You already have the festivals. Nothing is going to change that. All we need is an awareness and working with the communities to ensure the continuity of these festivals at the standard in which they've always operated and helping them achieve an upgrade, which is not so capital intensive. When it comes to the ecotourism, it's there also. It's a natural habitat, and usually developments in that sector are close to nature, so they're not too expensive because you try as much as possible to remain close to nature. And I think in that, what we would have is also not going to be so capital intensive. You also will be appealing to a completely different kind of crowd. When it comes to the heritage tourism, which is the historic sites and stuff that we have, it's also a different crowd. The Black Americans, the Scottish people are likely to want to be interested in that. So I think that we should, as much as possible, let the world know what we have, and hopefully get investors in the various areas.
So, for viewers watching this program, say to them, welcome to Bayelsa State and welcome to Nigeria, and watch Welcome to Nigeria television talk show.
Welcome to Bayelsa State, welcome to Nigeria, and welcome to the Nigerian talk show.
If you are watching this program, my name is Issa Sago. And welcome to Nigeria television talk show, Seeing is Believing.
What is happening now, what is exciting? People are saying, hey, what has happened to us? We used to produce enough for ourselves and for export.
Travel the world, live the world. And I have to say that the most open people I know are Nigerians.
Maybe I'll miss Abuja.
We have a meal that is a kind of soup that we possibly find only in Benin most times. It's called genge.
Typical Nigerian food is tasty and spicy.
For Gambia, Nigeria is great.
See you next week for another interesting episode on this show. I am Issa Sago.